So next topic which we are going to see is nothing but the network security models with the OSI models and TCP/IP. So this network security is one of the most common feature that has been used in variety of areas. So this network security consists of a layer called as OSI layer, which is the open source interface model. So this consists of, we are going to see about the introduction of OSI history, OSI layers, introduction, TCP/IP, TCP/IP layers is very harmful or not. So these are the things which we are going to deal today. So now the next thing, first one is introduction. So the introduction to OSI suggests that the open system interconnection reference model is an abstract description for the layered communication and computer network protocol design. It divides the network architecture into 7 layers from the top to bottom are application, presentation, session, transport, network, data link and physical layers, and it is therefore often referred to as OSI reference layer model. So this in 1978, the International Standards Organization began to develop its OSI framework architecture with two major components, an abstract model of networking called as the basic reference model and 7-layer model with a set of specific protocols. So the concept of 7-layer model was provided by the work of Charles Bachman, then Honeywell. The various aspects of OSI design evolved from the experiences with Advanced Research Projects Agency networks, which is otherwise called as ARPANET, and the fledgling Internet Layer network. This OSI layer, as we suggested, it consists of 7 layers. Starting from the beginning, we have physical layer, data link layer, network layer, transport layer, session layer, presentation layer and application layer. In that which we form that the layer number 1, 2, 3 is called as physical layer, data link layer, network layer, that consists of the media layers. Whereas the host layers are transport layer, session layer, presentation layer and application layer. When the bits are being given, when the data is given in the physical layer, it is converted into bits. From the bits, it is converted to frames in the data link layer. From the data link layer, it is passed to the network layer and it converted into the form of packets. So from the packets, it is converted in the form of segments in the presentation, that is transport layer. When the segments are again converted, it is converted into the logical format of data in the upcoming layers called as session layer, presentation layer and application layer. The functions of these layers are in such a way that the physical layer is representation of media and signal transmission, whereas the data link layer is the physical addressing, whereas the path determination also, and the logical addressing, whereas the end-to-end communications, reliability and flow control. And the session layer is interhost communications, and the presentation layer is data representation and encryption and decryption. Also, it is used for the network process applications too. So we have to go from down to bottom and bottom to down. The next one is, the first layer is physical layer. The physical layer defines the electrical and physical specifications for the devices, in particular the devices used for the relationship between the physical medium. It includes layers of pins, voltages, cable specifications, hubs, repeaters, network adapters, host, bus adapters and also more. The thing is, the main functions of the physical layer is conversion of the data into a raw bit stream. Next one is, the physical layer examples are Ethernet, token ring, FDDI, ITU and IEEE not to Bluetooth devices, etc. The next layer is data link layer. It provides the functional and procedural means to transfer the data between network entities to detect and possibly correct the errors that may occur at the physical layer. Originally, this layer was intended to point-to-point and point-to-multipoint media, characteristics of wide media in the telephone system. It is divided into different layers by IEEE. So one of the media access control and another is logical link control. So it is a lower sublayer and defines the way about the media access transfer such as CM, S8, CD and CA, collusion detection and collusion avoidance. This LLC provides a data transmission method in different networks and a new header too. So third one is called as the network layer. It provides the functional procedural means of transferring the variable length data sequences from resources to destinations through one or more networks while maintaining the quality of services requested by the transport layer. And next one is, the transport layer performs network routing functions, perform fragmentation reassembly, reports delivery errors. Routers operate at these layers, sending the data throughout the extended network and making the internet possible. The transport layer transfers the data between end users, providing reliable data transfer services to the upper layers. That controls the reliability of the given flow system, segmentations and the error control too. Is called as the session layer, that controls the dialogues connections between the computers, establishes, manages and terminates the connections between the local and remote applications. It provides duplex, half duplex, simplex operation, establishing the checkpoint adjournment and restart procedures. The OSI model made this layer responsible for graceful close of sessions, which is the property of transmission control protocol, and also session checking point for the recovery, which is useful for the internet protocol suite. The session layer is commonly implemented explicitly with common environments that uses remote calls too. So presentation layer establishes a context between the application layer entities, and also it is a high layer entity for syntax and semantics of the informations and the presentation that appears both mapping between them. The layer formats and encrypts the data between across the network, providing the freedom from the compatibility problems. And the last layer is the application layer that identifies communication partners, determining resource availability and synchronizing the communications. So these are the 5 types of layers, and this is used for the layer transformation of information. Thank you all.